Good morning, students. I hope you all are well, healthy, and fit, and enjoying your holidays. This lecture is the continuation of the last lecture. In this lecture, we will discuss when matter change state. So, let's start. The state of matter of a substance can be changed. This kind of change is called physical change, like solid change into liquid. Liquid can change into gas, a gas can change into liquid, and a liquid can change into solid. So these type of changes are called physical changes. It is a reversible reaction. This means the reaction can go forwards and also backwards. A physical change of state can be brought about by heating or cooling, which means a matter can change its state only by heating or by cooling. So now let's talk about melting. If a solid is heated enough, it loses its shape and starts to flow. Like a butter or ghee melts in a pan during cooking, and chocolate can melt in your pocket. So this is called melting. And just because of melting, the solid turns into a liquid. So what is melting? So melting is the process when a when a solid change into liquids. So this process is known as melting. You can see here, when a solid is heated, then the solid is changed into liquid. The temperature at which melting takes place is called melting point. What is melting point? A melting point is the temperature at which melting takes place. It's called melting point. This can be found by heating a solid and recording its temperature. So now understand the process of melting by using a particle theory or by with the help of particle theory. The particle theory can be used to explain melting in the following way. When a solid is heated, the heat provides the particle with more energy. This energy makes the particle vibrate more strongly and push each other a little further apart. The solid expands. When the energy is given to a solid, then the particles of a solid start vibrate, and they vibrate so strongly so they start pushing each other, and just because they start pushing each other, the solid expands. The energy makes the particle vibrate so strongly that they slide over each other and becomes a liquid. When the collision are so strong between the particles after the vibration, so these particles slide over each other and becomes a liquid. All the heat energy is used to separate the particles so that they can flow one another over one another. You can see here in the figure, when the heat is provided to a solid so that the solid particles start vibrate and change into a liquid. During the time from when the solid starts to melt until it has completely turned into a liquid, its temperature does not rise, and all the heat energy is used to separate the particles so that they can flow over one another. So this is all about the melting process. Now let's move forward to freezing. Freezing is basically a reverse process of melting. In melting, we heat the solid that turn into a liquid. In just reverse, if we cool the liquid, then the liquid change into a solid. So freezing is the process when a liquid change into a solid. So that process is known as freezing. and the temperature at which the freezing takes place is known as freezing point. The temperature at which freezing takes place is known as freezing point. Now let's understand the process of freezing with the help of particle theory. The particle theory says that if a liquid is cooled sufficiently, the particle lose so much of energy that they can no longer slide over each other. Means when you start cool the liquid so that the particles of a liquid come closer to each other. When these particles are come close to each other, so they are no more able to slide over one another. Just because of that, the liquid is changing into solid. The only movement possible is the vibration to and fro about the one position in the lattice. The liquid has become solid. When a liquid is completely changed into a solid, so then there will be no more possible movement, and there is only a one possible movement is vibration to and fro about one position in the lattice, and then the liquid is completely changed into a solid. So this is the process of freezing. I hope you all are understand today's topic. On the basis of today's topic, I will give you a one worksheet and you have to complete that worksheet in your previous year science notebook or in a separate science notebook. Thank you.